Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nasdaq with Arshia. In today's video, we're going to be discussing an event that probably needs no introduction, the GameStop short squeeze that happened today. We'll be breaking down all the questions as to how it happened and why it happened. And before we get started, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should always do your own research before taking part in any investment scheme. And this information is just to entertain you. Let's get started. Alright, so as always, I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys. Okay, screen shared. Sorry, my notifications. So in this video, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an overview. So GME, GameStop ticker symbol, stops massive short squeeze. So number one we'll be going over is what is shorting, and a little overview of GME GameStop as to how much it's got affected by the short squeeze, and what is a short squeeze and how does it happen. Next, we'll be going over shares float, and then we're going to be going over shares short float, which is slightly different. And lastly, we're going to be going over naked shorts, and GameStop currently has, as of right now, as I'm filming this video, 140% short float. Okay, so first, overview of GME. GME GameStop currently trading at $347.51. Crazy. And once upon a time, this stock was $8.43 per share. And now it's $347.51. I can hardly believe myself just saying this. And that's kind of crazy, and this is due to the short squeeze and shorting. So let's go over first, what is shorting? So what is shorting? I'm going to first, you guys, give you a Google definition. So according to Market Watch, shorting or short selling is when an investor borrows shares and immediately sells them, hoping he or she can scoop them up at a later or lower price, return them to the lender, and pocket the difference. So let's just explain this in detail. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just buzzing off like crazy today. So shorting, basically, there are two ways you can earn money from a stock, right? The most common is when a stock goes up. But there's another way, which I don't think is recommended. I don't think I like it, but I'm going to explain. That you can make money while the stock goes down. So this method is called shorting. Shorting. All right, shorting. So for example, you want to short, and there's a stock that you want to short on, which is worth, its current stock price is $10 per share. And so to short, you basically call up your broker, say, I want to short this stock, can you lend me this stock share? So you lend that share, and when it goes down, say it goes down to $9, say, okay? $9. You now have made a profit of $1, and to complete that profit, you have to give it back to the broker. You have to return the shares to the broker or the lender by buying that share, and then you walk away with the $1 profit. So whatever profit comes out from that is $1. But there's a downside to that, because if the stock goes up, if the shares go up, then your broker can ask you back the shares, which I'll explain later on. But primarily, this is really what happens. This is called shorting. And there is like a catch to it, because the maximum gain you can have is $10 to 0. That's the maximum it can go down. It can't go -1. You can't have -1 of $1. You just have nothing. So, but you have a finite amount of gain, but you have an infinite amount of loss because it's going up. And 10 can go up to practically any number. It can go to 100, 10,000, 1,000, although it's probably unlikely, but I can't promise anything. So that's the catch. And in my opinion, I don't like this. I prefer to do the classic method. And this leads to short squeezes because if the stock goes up too high, the broker or lender may ask you, okay, I want my shares back now, enough. And to return those shares, like I said before, you have to buy. So in a normal stock buying transaction, it goes from buy to sell, right? But in shorting, it goes from sell to buy, which is kind of weird, but you'll get it at some point. And that if you're forced to buy shares to return back to your broker because the price has gone too high and you have gotten too much loss, it creates a margin, which is like debt, sort of like a loan on the stocks, and which it forces you to cover, which can lead to pressures in buying from everybody, and that's called a short squeeze. So if you buy more and more and more, it just goes up, 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 up. So that is basically called a short squeeze. So next up is on our list is shares float. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down for you guys to see. So in Gamestop, this is Gamestop Corporation, the total outstanding shares, or the shares outstanding, is the total available total shares that GameStop has on the market, like total, like all the shares, bought or unbought, nobody cares, just the shares. And the shares float is how many are available to trade, how many are vacant for you to buy them. And the short float, the short interest share, is how many people are short selling the stock, which is currently 140.57%. And that represents the percentage out of these shares of short sales, once again. And that's also, and lastly, the naked shares. Naked shorts are basically when here's the market and here's the naked short seller. They sell the share, but they don't actually borrow. They don't really authorize that the security can be borrowed. They illegally sell and buy it and illegally make profit off of it, which I know isn't the best explanation, but it's how it is. So basically, an example is that normally in normal short selling, you buy, say our $10 stock before. You obtain it somehow, but you don't borrow it. You obtain it somehow. And then it makes it lower. It goes down, you make profit, and then you sell it off illegally. It's kind of illegal. It's like a mix. And I believe that concludes our video today. Thank you so much. I know this was short, but I respect your time. And if you found that this video was useful and you appreciate our information, please drop a like, a comment, and subscribe. And everybody, just like as a reminder, stay calm on this short squeeze. Just stay calm. It's nothing to panic about. And this might happen often. It might happen a lot of times in your life, might happen sometimes in your life. It will happen. So just stay calm. Thank you so much for watching this video, and really appreciate your help, guys. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.